If you're a black person looking to be a firefighter or police officer in Cobb County, good luck. It might be harder for you than you think. In an exclusive investigation, The Reveal has obtained data laying out the county's racial problem when it comes to hiring in those departments. And even though Cobb has known about it for 30 years, little has changed.
I probably think about some of the calls where, children died, someone that had a heart attack and we got them back, things like that kind of stand out.
But when Michael McIntosh shows up at a house these days, there are no flashing lights, no loud engine noises, or an army in fire-resistant uniform rushing alongside him into a fire.
Mainly doing houses, driveways, decks.
Now it's just him and his pressure washing equipment. A more low-key way to spend his days in retirement after 25 years as a Cobb County firefighter.
Yeah, these are the last two helmets I wore. I've always, I enjoyed what I did. I enjoyed the people.
But Michael's great memories also highlight a county government problem.
And I was the only, black person on my shift. It's always been the elephant in the room, so to speak. Nobody made me feel, a certain way about it. But, in my mind, of course, I definitely noticed.
And so did Russell Clay, who also recently retired from Cobb Fire.
It's not many of us there. Most of the time I was at a station, I was the only African-American at a station working.
Records obtained by The Reveal show, out of 746 employees currently in the Cobb County Fire Department, fewer than 60 of them, or 7.8%, are black. Compare that to the county itself, which is currently made up of 28% black people. The numbers don't look that much better in the police department. In plain language, it means the racial makeup of Cobb County's police and fire departments does not reflect its own community.
The strategic plan.
The county's public safety director, Michael Register, admits that's a problem.
All humans want to be represented equally and fairly, and they want to feel like justice is served.
But it's not that minorities aren't applying for the jobs. The Reveal uncovered more than 400 black people applied to work with the county's fire department last year. 126 took the test. Almost all of them passed, but Cobb County hired just 6 of them. At the same time, fewer white people applied for the same jobs, and Cobb County hired 5 times more. At the county's police department, 788 black people applied in 2018. Records show the county hired just 1 of the black applicants. But when half of that, 400 white people applied, the county hired more of them.
It is absolutely no excuse other than systemic racism.
Unfortunately, race is still an issue. Wish in this day and age that it wasn't.
Jareen Grimes is the president of the Cobb County NAACP.
We've had firefighters that have voiced concerns about the hiring practices, the lack of promotions.
So by you keeping our numbers and structure even so low like that, you even limit the opportunity for those that will be available to even progress up through the ranks.
I don't think it's that they didn't want minorities. I just think maybe it wasn't a priority.
But it was the county itself that said it would make it a priority. An internal memo obtained by The Reveal shows the county personnel director saying, quote, "As vacancies occur, however, we will exert every effort to recruit, employ, and advance minorities and females." That was in 1992, 4 years after a federal investigation exposed that Cobb County had issues with hiring minorities in its police and fire departments.
I mean, what am I going to say? We're still not struggling with that. But I do believe that what we need is a definite plan of action, a strategy.
Just to be clear, it's not that black people are not applying. It's not that they're not qualifying for the test. It's just something along the way that's breaking down where they're not entering the workforce.
I think that those are some of the drop points that we are going to look at.
Cobb County has had an equal opportunity plan since 1973. They adopted that affirmative action plan in 1989. At what point does this just become lip service?
I don't know. How about April 23rd, 2019, when I was put in as public safety director? Because that's my commitment to the community. That's my commitment to public safety.
Register says he's already started the ball rolling on making a change and bringing equality into the hiring practices in Cobb.
Hopefully, when you come back to see me, I would love to have the fire department be right around the 20% mark, give or take.
Within 2 years?
Within 2 years.
After 30 years of hearing similar promises, civil rights advocates are skeptical. But Grimes says she sees hope in the new public safety director.
In this day and age, we've got to do better. We have to do better. We have to start having conversations that may make some folks uncomfortable, but they need to be had so that we can make the change.
And it's so important to point out here, no one is asking for an upper hand for females and minorities. They just want every candidate to have a fair chance.
So does the public safety director have any specific plans?
He has several plans, including hiring a full-time recruiter for the fire department who can work on diversity. He also recently announced pay increases for the fire and police departments, which he says should help.